Like, what were they doing here in the 60s, man? What the fuck is this? They have two guys running with some buffalo? Wow. Well, I mean, it was only a year. I mean, that was their first logo. I mean, that doesn't even look like a logo. It looks like AI. Like 1960s AI. And then 62 to 69, they just put one guy with one buffalo. They don't even have the Bills. This is, wow. Times were tough back in those days, man. It was hard to get a good artist to just make something cool. And then, I mean, this 70s to 73 one is pretty sick. This one is nice. It's a weird thing with the Bills logo, like even the new one, like because it's football, it's manly, you still gotta put a little dick there. Still gotta put a little dick there, what the fuck? But as far as these go, I mean, the new one is better. It's just, the thing about the new one, it looks cool, but this red stripe thing, like, what the fuck? Is it just like an action graphic? Like if, I mean, yeah, you gotta go with the new one over the old one, but the old one still is pretty sweet. These ones are dog shit. What the fuck is up, internet? Welcome to the channel and welcome to the tier list. I get a kick out of watching tier list videos, so I figured, why not make my own? And don't get it twisted. My lists are the definitive lists. You can disagree with my placings all you want, but then you just be admitting that you're wrong. I haven't made a tier list video in a while, but since training camp for the NFL just opened up, I figured, why not make a video that we can all agree on? Alright, so here we go. Let's start with, so yeah, we're gonna start with the Cardinals, okay? So, I mean, the newest one is definitely the best. This black part right here is kind of boring though. It'd be nice if it was more like this. That would look cool. This is the best one, the newest one. I want to go with this one because this one looks a little, the like little snarl or saltiness on the beak looks a little, it looks a little more slanted down, like a little more aggressive, aerodynamic. These ones look identical almost. There's some slight changes, but it's color maybe. And then I would go with the St. Louis Cardinal here because it looks pretty sick. That looks pretty sweet. I mean, this one's fucking lame as hell. I mean, who knows? This probably, yeah, in the fucking 40s, in the 50s, they didn't know what the hell they were doing with logos back then. But this one, like, this one looks cool. I mean, that's where they got this Cardinal from here. He's running through the goal line underneath the goal post, which looks cool compared to this. And then I would go with this, just because it's cleaner than Card Pit, whatever the fuck that means. So as far as like placing goes, even though I like the new Cardinals logo, it's definitely not S tier. We got so many goddamn birds. And as far as birds go, dude, we'll go B tier for the regular one, okay? And then wait, we got, it's hard to see. I feel like it's this one as the older one. So we'll put that at C. A lot of C's. And then these two are identical. I'm gonna put these at D. I might take this one, actually, and put it up here at C. This one's pretty lame. I'm gonna say this one. Then we'll go with this one. And then this one. Okay? So that's what it looks like so far. That's the Cardinals logo. So now we're on to the Falcons logos. Now, luckily, for the Falcons, we only have 3 choices here. I mean, I do like the simplicity of this one. I don't like how these lines end before, like, if we had this guy, the outline, this little black outline looks kind of goofy. I mean, I know why they did it, because there for a while they were wearing black helmets. If they would have just done the black helmets with this as white, that would be sick. But I still like this one better. I feel like the new one is sick. I mean, that looks aggressive, it looks cool, it's got all the colors. You gotta go with the newest one. Then I'd go with the 66 to 89 and then the 90 to 2000. So on the tier list, that would look like, I'm putting, the Falcon one is okay, but it's not, it's not A tier, I don't think. And then we would put, I would put this one up here. And then we'll put this guy, just to switch it up, put that in between here. Falcons logo is just, as far as bird logos go, is better than the Cardinals logo. That's just all there is to it. So let's check out the Ravens. So the Ravens, simple. We got 2 logos. Another bird logo, imagine that. First 3. The newest one kicks the old one's ass. Even though the feathers look fucking sick as shit on this. This logo is just, I mean, they're never gonna change this shit. That's just always gonna be their logo. This one was like, hey, we're new. The fuck are we doing? We'll just put a B on a badge. What the fuck were they thinking? So tier list. I mean, so we're gonna put. I don't like this one as much. It's B tier, but I don't like it as much as I like the Falcons one. Okay, and this B one, we're putting that shit down here. We're gonna put this just because I like this fucking cardinal running through the fucking end zone, the crossbars. I like that one better than I like this, but this is lame. These 3 are lame as fuck. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now we're on to the Bills. And so the Bills logos, like, what were they doing here in the 60s, man? What the fuck is this? They have 2 guys running with some buffalo? Wow. Well, I mean, it was only a year. I mean, that was their first logo. I mean, that doesn't even look like a logo. It looks like AI. Like 1960s AI. And then 62 to 69, they just put 1 guy with 1 buffalo. They don't even have the Bills. This is, wow. Times were tough back in those days, man. It was hard to get a good artist to just make something cool. And then, I mean, this 70s to 73 one is pretty sick. This one is nice. It's a weird thing with the Bills logo, like even the new one, like because it's football, it's manly, you still gotta put a little dick there. Still gotta put a little dick there, what the fuck? But as far as these go, I mean, the new one is better. It's just, the thing about the new one, it looks cool. But this red stripe thing, like, what the fuck? Is it just like an action graphic? Like I mean, yeah, you gotta go with the new one over the old one, but the old one still is pretty sweet. These ones are dog shit. So we're going, these guys are the worst. Both of these. Oops. And I'd put the first one even worse. Yeah, those are the worst. And then I would put, I would put the bill, the old school bill. I'd put that at the top of C. Yeah, I'd put the old school bill on top of C. And then we'll put the new school do I like that better than the Ravens one? The Raven one's cooler than the Bills one. So far, that's not too bad. I mean, A and B, we still got a ways. These are pretty. I mean, I think we're going. Now we're into the Panthers. Oh, jeez. Panthers are pretty new, and their shit is only slightly different. The new one is definitely better, though. Right? They're slightly different. Like the Panthers ones are slightly different, but definitely the new one takes the edge over the old one. It just is like a little more logo-y, right? It just looks cleaner than this guy. This one's, I mean, they're not that different. There's just some color change. There's a little subtle changes. And the new one definitely beat it. It's better, for sure, right? So, on our tier list, which one's the new one? This is the new one. I feel like the new one's still not that great, though. I'm going to put it behind the Bills. And then I'm going to put... this is better than the old Cardinals one, but not as cool as the old Bills one. Right? That's pretty good. And so now we got the Bears. Now the Bears, as far as the Bears logo goes, I feel like this bear with the football one is pretty cool. Except for the football's way too goddamn big, so it makes it look kind of corny. I think this one is their best, the 23 to present. Although the regular old C is classic and clean, and when you see that, you know Bears. This one is dumb. And I mean, we're just going to ignore these two because they're not on our list. There's a shit ton of these C's for some reason. I'm just going to move one of them up because they're exactly the same. I mean, there might be some color variation, but the shape is the same. And I would go, I think I like the new one best. And then you gotta go new one, old one. I mean, this one's just cleaner than this fucking bear with a football, which is crazy. So how would that look on our tier list? I mean, the bear... Do we got an A tier one yet? I mean, this one's pretty good. I don't know if I'd put this above... I'd put this one above... I'd put this one above the Ravens one. It's not as cool as the retro Falcons one, though. Right? And then I'm going to say all of these... The classic one? The classic Bears one? I'm going to put it between the Bill and the Panthers one. And then the old school fucking the bear with the football, that's C tier. I mean, for back in those days, it's pretty creative. And then this bear, I mean, it's better than a lot of these. I'm gonna put it before the Ravens B. Okay, so we're still, I like that. I think. Yeah, that's about right. And so now I'm going to leave these Bears logos here. I wish I could delete them. And so now we're onto the Bengals. So let's see what their logos look like. So the 67 to 69 one is giving me fucking Chester Cheetah vibes. So I like it. The helmet one, like there's a lot of teams on here that their logo was just a picture of their helmet, which is so strange. Such a weird... I mean, this one is probably the coolest one of the three. I feel like this one is the coolest logo they've had. I want to go with this one, and then these are the same ones. Those go too. And then we'll go with the tiger, then the helmets, in order. So on our tier list, that'll look like... Oh, so there's two of these. They're the same, so we're just going to use one of them. I actually like this better than the Bears one. better than the Falcons one? Might be better than the Cardinals one. Yeah, we'll put the... It's not as good as the Falcons one. The Falcon one was pretty clean at the top of B. I mean, to get A and S, it's just got to have a lot going for it. So that's the same as that. And then we'll go with the B logo. The B logo is pretty clean. We'll put it above the Panthers logo. And then when our Chester the Cheetah, I like him better than I like our Bear guy. Do I like him better than I like our Cardinals guy? I like him better than I like... Yeah, we like him better than our Cardinals guy. Because he's giving me like an actual character vibe. And then for helmets, we'll go this Bengal one. It just looks kind of vintage, so that's pretty cool. And then these two, I like the old school one better than the new school one, even though I think they're both pretty corny. We'll put that there, and then we'll put the old one. That's better than that. We'll put that one here. Okay, so our B is the same, our fucking Tiger's the same, and now we're on to the Browns. So let's take a look at the Browns logos, and they just have helmets, dude. Right? Like, what the fuck? What? They should go back to this guy. I feel like this is the coolest one, the 59 to 69. I would put him first, and then I would have to go... Yeah, you would have to go the 59 to 69, the 46 to 58. This guy's got a crown on his head for some reason, but we'll go with him, and then you got to go here. At least there's something going on with the helmet. And then you go with the old school one, and then these ones are all the same. So how does that look on our tier list? So I feel like this guy, I'm gonna put him. Is he better than the Tiger? I'm gonna put him after the Tiger. Right, we're gonna put him after the Tiger. And then the old school guy, like, yeah, we're putting him. We'll put him between the Cardinal guys just to break it up. I don't know. We don't even have our. We have this old school helmet, which we're just gonna put. I mean, that's the fucking same. It's better than the Bear, but the Bengals one's a little cooler. And then they're just regular helmet. I'd go with this one that's like pointing sideways as being better than this one's here. Just because it's cool that it's like aiming sideways. The rest of these we're just gonna leave. And so now we're on to the Cowboys. The Cowboys have two logos. And they're both pretty classic, right? They're pretty, I mean, the 1961 is better. I mean, the 64 to now one is still pretty clean. But just a plain old star. I mean, don't overthink it. Just go with the star. This just has such a 90s feel. And that's because they were really good then. But it just feels dated when this feels more nostalgic because of that. I mean, I think their best uniform is probably that one with the white helmets with this star on it. As much as I hate the Cowboys, I can say that this is a pretty iconic logo. They both are, really. But I like the 1961 better. So where do we put them on our tier list, though? So the 1961... Man. That's our first A tier, man. That's better than all of these. Is it S tier? It's fucking Cowboys. As much as you hate them, it's S tier. God damn, just a star? Yeah, man, the star's S tier. It has to be. If I'm being as unbiased as possible, it's not going to be the best logo, believe me. But it's S tier. They're both... And then I got to put the new one below it. A tier. Man, that hurts my soul putting the Cowboys logos that high, but... I mean, that's just the way it is. And so what? Now we got the Broncos. And our Broncos logos... I mean... I like these ones, the old school ones. I mean, I feel like the present day one, they're never going to change it again. That's just their logo. They're never going to change that shit again. So that's got to be their best logo. These ones are, yeah, they're alright, but they look vintage, but they're kind of corny. And then I kind of like the 62 to 69 one the best. This one looks cool, but I mean, I'm thinking of those goddamn jerseys with the striped socks they wore when they were rocking this one. So I'm going to go present. I'm going to go to the 62, 69. Then we'll go to the 60. That was only 1 year. That's crazy. It just looks cool. I mean, they could still rock that one. It would be alright. And then these ones are pretty lame. So on our tier list, I would put this one because it's fun. Is it better than the Cardinals or the Panthers here? It might be better than... I'm gonna put it right here just because I think it looks fun. The Bills one is a little... They have a little more... I don't know. I feel like it's probably better because it's cleaner than this. But I like this better than I like the Panthers one. The old school one... Oh shit, what am I doing? I gotta put the new one up there. The new one I'm gonna put... The new one's better than the Bear. Right? Broncos one's right here. The old one. The new one. Yeah, it's better than the Bear. Yeah, it's better than these. It's way more aggressive than most. It should be actually for what the how the. I mean, the Broncos have won a couple rings, right? How many? 2, 3? Yeah, they won 2 back. Didn't they win 2 back to back? Yeah, they were kind of a juggernaut there for a minute. I like this one better than I like. Ooh. I mean, this one just looks cool. It looks fun. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it that high. Broncos are placing pretty well. I mean, and then they got this one that's pretty corny, but it's better than... It's better than this Tiger. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good placings for the Broncos right there. And so where we're at now, we're on to the Lions. Okay, the Lions logo. So we don't have this guy. This one's really funny to me. I mean, if you see this logo, at first you think this guy's riding a lion, but he's not. He's like behind it. Really weird design choice. This one looks sick, but it looks like a car logo. And I guess that would be the vibe in the 60, 69, Detroit. They're making a lot of cars, but it looks like a car logo. I like the 70s. I like the 70s, the 2002. I think I like this one the best because it's just clean. I mean, these ones are pretty much the same. It's if you like the black outline over the gray. I think I'm gonna go 70 to 02. And then I like... Yeah, then I like 2017 to now, then 2009 to 16, 03 to 208. And just because this one's so crazy, I would put the 52 to 60 over the 61 to 69. Even though they brought this one back. Isn't this, They've brought this one back for a Color Rush, I think, or something, or a throwback. They've worn this lately. Maybe even it was just last year. So on our tier list, I would put the old school line. Oh, we got two choices here. I think I like the baby blue one the best. And I like this one a lot. I would put this one up here. I'm gonna put this one here. I might take this and put it here. Yeah, this Falcon, now this Cardinal looks out of place. That's not as good as a Bronco one. It's better than the Bears one though. Okay. Okay, that's good. And then, so wait, we got, this is the gray one? This is the newest one? And I'm gonna put that. These are all kind of the same, but they're better. This is better than. That's better than that. And I think these are the same. I'm just gonna leave those. And then I'm gonna move this guy. He's pretty bad though. He's above. He's above our Browns helmet. Just because he's colorful. And this one, the car logo, I kind of want to put it right in. That's better than the bear. Yeah, it's better than the bear. Alright. Okay. Some of these look corny down here, but I mean, nobody knows what the fuck those are. Alright, so now I got the Packers. These two, I kind of like this guy, actually. This one looks cool. I mean, it's weird, but it looks high school-y cool. That's 50 to 55. This one's awful. And it's weird how the green outline, I mean, you can't see it on their helmets because their helmets are yellow, but this yellow outline really kind of kicks the G off. It kind of makes it look sick. I think this is the best one. I would go this one, then I would go this one second. Then I would go with the Packers with the goalpost. And then, I mean, this one is pretty much the one with the badge. And then this guy's the worst. The 56 to 60 is pretty bad. So how would that look on here? This is our green one. The Green Bay one's pretty, oh shit. The Green Bay one might have to go A tier. It does. Is it better than the Cowboys one? I don't think so. Not quite as good as the Cowboys one. But it's gotta go A tier. It's Packers. That's like their shit. That's definitely A tier logo. It's clean. It's definitely, you definitely know what it means when you see it. And then I would put the older one in A tier too, actually. I mean, they won't be side to side at the end of this, but yeah, I would put that there. And then you go with the goalpost one. It looks cool. It looks kind of fun. I would put it here over the Panthers one. Yeah. And then this one's pretty lame. I'd put this one down. I'd put this one down in here. And then this one's really bad. I'd put this one down. Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. So now we're on to the Texans. The Texans is easy. They just got one. We don't even have to look at their shit. They got, I don't know which one's which because they're the exact same thing. I think this one's the lighter colored one. It is a clean fucking logo though. I will say that. I might put this one above. It's just as a logo. I think it's better than the Cardinals one. Not as good as the Broncos one because it's a little more defined. But it's simple and just clean. Like, I think that shit looks sick. And I mean, their new one, it's the same fucking thing. I'm just gonna leave one there. Yeah, we're not gonna put both of them there. Yeah, I mean, we just need one. And it's up there. That's a B tier logo. I think so. I'm happy with that. And so now we're on to the Colts. The Colts got... Dude, I'm telling you, the coolest logo is this guy. This is a cool logo. This 61 to 78. Kind of got like a cartoony vibe. The horse looks cool. I mean, this one's cool too. There's just too much going on here. This is just clean. I'd go to the 61 to 78. Then I'd go to the 53 to 60, and then these are all the same. It's just color. I think I like the lighter blue more than the darker one though. So where do we put him on our list? I like this guy. I'd put him, I like this guy better than I like this, the Broncos horse guy. Yeah, I like this horse better. Oh man, I feel like the Colts logo might have to, their regular one might have to go A tier. The more I think about it. Because it's like iconic. It's clean. I don't like it as much. But I feel like you have to put it, we're gonna put, I like this one with the white line around it. I feel like that says Colts to me. I mean, so we called an audible there, but it's definitely A tier logo. For sure. Actually, that one's not the one. It's got to be this guy, the darker one, actually. Because that's like... That screams Colts more, I think. And then this guy, we'll put him down here in this mix. I like him more than the just Cardinals and the St. Louis Cardinal here. Alright. That was alright. So far so good. And now we got Jacksonville. Jacksonville's only got 3 logos, but they're like showing this guy twice. And this is like their original. They didn't really use this though. I feel like they used this in marketing material, but then they just went with this guy. Because this is cooler than that. Their newest one is the best. I would go with the newest one, and then since these are the same, I don't have this one as we'll just do these two. So on our tier list, that would be the newer one is good. The new one is cool. The new one is it cool and better than the Bengals one? Falcons one? No. Better than the. It's better. It's not as good as the Broncos one, but I like it better than the Texans one. And then the old school one, it's not as good as the new Panthers one. It's kind of corny looking. I would put this, the old one, after the Broncos, like, nostalgia one. This is pretty rough. That's pretty rough, but there we go. Now what, we got the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs logos are crazy. So they got the 60 to 62 one. It's a cowboy because they were the Texans. And then in 63 to 71 they switched to, must be the Chiefs. And they're literally using the same pose. But they just switched the cowboy to an Indian, which is crazy. Crazy to me. I like the cowboy looking guy though. I think I like that one better, but the Chiefs regular one, I mean, it's pretty sweet. So I would go with the regular one, then I would go with the cowboy, and then the Indian one I think I might put last, because that's just crazy. So on our tier list, the Chiefs They're kind of balling, man, and they've been good. I don't think the Chiefs logo is as good as, like, iconic as the Colts logo. But it's better than the old school, just regular Green Bay one. Right, like this is the Favre one, and this is the Rodgers Green Bay, I think. I forget what year the different years were. But then just the fucking cowboy guy. I'm gonna put the cowboy guy probably right here. These guys I just think are fun, right? They're not like awesome. Well, I mean, I still think you could use them on t-shirts and shit. I think people would like that. But then the Indian guy, I mean, it's still the same kind of pose. But it's weird how the Texans guy is just the state of Texas, and then this guy's got like, you know what I mean? Kansas, what is it? Missouri, right? Kansas City, Missouri? Yeah, he's got Missouri behind him. It just does not look as cool. I'm gonna put him, just because it's kind of the same pose, I'm gonna put him down here by the Bengals guy. Ahead of the Bengals, but behind our other Cardinal. Oh my god, that's crazy. So what, Chiefs? And now we're on to the Raiders. The Raiders logo, I mean, this old school Oakland one is pretty sweet. But that's not what you think of. You think of, I mean, these are all the same. What's the differences? I mean, this one's probably cleaner than this one. But these are all the same, so it's pretty much a 3-dog race, right? And so I think you just go with we'll go with the now one. The 63 one's pretty sharp, but the now one is probably going to have to go pretty high. And then this one's pretty crazy. That one's probably going to go pretty low. Although, I mean, it's the same guy. So yeah, we'd go with the current one. This gray one is sick though. I do like that. I like this one better than I like the new ones. But that's not really the Raiders vibe. It's still probably gonna go pretty high, this one, I think. And this one's low. So on our tier list, I mean, all these look the same to me. This might be the newest one. I think you gotta put this one up here. I think you gotta put it right behind the Chiefs. Yeah, you gotta put it right there behind the Chiefs. And then the old school one, I really like this one. I would put this ahead of... I put this one ahead of the Ravens one. Would I put it ahead of the Bear? No, the Bear one's pretty sweet. I'd put it ahead of the Ravens one. And then this guy, we're gonna put him down. He does have some... I mean, this one's bad. This one's pretty bad. That's better than our Chiefs one down here, though, for sure. This is a pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. So what we got? So now we're on to the Chargers. Okay, so the Chargers. I mean, man, they had just helmets too. What the fuck was? What was the point of that? I don't understand why they tried to do that. A bunch of teams did it. I think the 07 to 16 and 17 to 20 are the two best. And then I like the white one too. The white one. I mean, these are the same. So I'm gonna say these, either one of these, we're just gonna pick it as the same one. And then the white one is pretty sweet. And then you gotta go with the present one. Although, what's the same? This has Chargers on it. It's the same. These all are pretty much the same. The LA one, that one got kind of blasted. Oops. These ones are corny and the helmets are corny. So I'm gonna put these, this. I don't know. What do you do with this? The present one. That's pretty bland. But I would put one of the... these are going to be high. The helmet's going to be low as shit. These are going to be low as shit. This their regular logo is... I mean, it's the same shit. Here, let's see what it looks like. So, yeah, we would go... These are the same. I'm just going to say that the new one is the same as these ones. Right? These are all kind of the same. And I'm going to put these... Not as cool as the old school Falcon. But it's better than the Bronco. Yeah. Right. The white one's pretty sweet. It might go after the Bills. Right. Go after the Bills. I guess I would pick... kind of for the same reason as I picked the Browns one, helmet-wise, that I would pick this and put... I like it better than the Bear. Right. And then the old school one, I'd put that above the Ravens one. And then this shit, I mean, this is better. The Ravens one's a little bit better than this one. Not much. Right? That's pretty good. And so what? Now we're onto the Rams. The Rams, another team with a shit ton of logos, but a lot of them are kind of the same. I think this white one right here is the best. Right? And then I like these guys. These are all the same. Doesn't really matter. These old school ones are crazy. I guess I would go with this one. Then the blue one. These are corny. The new one is alright. I guess I would go this one. And then the fucking... Then the Greatest Show on Turf one. I like this blue one. I might go with that one. Then I'll go with the regular one. And then we'll kind of shake these out. But these are like the last because these are boring. And then the helmet one, of course, is pretty boring. So how does that look on our shit? I mean, I like this one. I think this one goes... That Ram is sick. I'll put it... I'm going to put it here. Alright, we'll put that there. I put... And then so the Greatest Show on Turf one would be... Wait, where did I put that guy? This one's still really good. I'd put it above the car. I'd put it here. Better than a Jaguar? I'm gonna put it right here, actually. It's better than the Broncos one. Right? It's not as cool as the Chargers one, though. I mean, it's kind of getting... It's kind of hard to put these in as we go here. And then what did I say? We'll go with the regular one. The regular one is corny. But it's... I like the Bengal one better. And then I like this blue one. And we'll put this... We'll put this one above the Jaguar. And then... Yeah, did I say? I guess I would go with this yellow one. The yellow one I would put above the bear. I mean, these are the same. The helmet, like, these are all the same. These three. I like these better than the helmets. And this one's pointing a different way, so we'll grab this one, and I'll put it. I'll put it above this other cardinal. And then I like the helmet better than I like the fucking words, so we'll just grab one of these. We'll go with the old school one. I'll put the old school one, which is... I think it's better than our cardinal, actually. And then this shitty ass Rams one, we'll put it... because it's kind of clean, we'll put it above the bear. Right? Alright, so now we're on to the Dolphins. And a bunch of them are the same. There's really only two. There's only two logos here. Right? I mean, the 74 to 89 is pretty sweet. But these are all kind of the same. And then these are the same. Right? I mean, this one's different. This one's cleaner. This is like the classic vibe you think of, Dan Marino type shit. And then this is where you're thinking of what was that linebacker's name? They had a couple good linebackers. I think of them. And then these new ones are just kind of like, they're cool. But I think this one, that 97, the 2012 is probably the best one. I would go this one, then I would go the vintage one, and then I would go the new one. So, yeah, this guy, I feel like this one's kind of like a classic. I would put this one up high. I'd put it before the Favre Green Bay one. Right? And then we're thinking the vintage one is probably this guy. And it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I think I'd put it above the Jaguar. The vintage one. And then the new one. It's pretty good. It's probably, as far as a logo goes, I gotta put it, I'm gonna put it after our Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers one's better. But man, all three of them are pretty high. Okay, so the Vikings are now, yeah, now we're on to the Vikings, and it's pretty much just, what, 2 here? We'll do like 3 out of these. Yeah, this old school one that looks crazy. It looks stretched out. And then these are all kind of the same. There's some color variations, and the new one is just going to be the cleanest. So I'd say the new one, and then we'll just pick this one right here, the 202, or the 2002 to 2009 is pretty sharp. And then then the old school one that just kind of looks fucked up. So yeah, we'll go with the newest one is this one, I think. Yeah. And it's good. Like, I'm going up here. We're going after the Favre Green Bay one. Because it's clean. It's nice. It's probably one of the better, it's definitely one of the better logos in the league. And then the old school one, I can't tell. It could be either of these. It's still pretty good. I would still put it above. I'd put it right here. I mean, it's really cool. I like the retro Dolphin one better. And then this old thing, I mean, this one's cruddy. But I mean, we're probably still mean, you can see where they went with it, but it's pretty bad. I mean, we want to go. Yeah, I mean, we're down in here, man. I mean, we're gonna go we're gonna go above the Raider. Do we? I mean, it's pretty shitty. We're gonna put him over here. I feel like that Bengals helmet's a little more iconic. But I mean, after this guy, I mean, this is bad. This is all downhill. Like, these ones are still okay-ish as far as D level goes. But man, these ones are rough. And he's the roughest. He starts the roughness. He's not the roughest. He's fucking Bills one. Like, what the fuck? And then, so now we're on to the Patriots. Patriots got a couple. I mean, I like this one. They don't even have this one, this 1961. These ones are pretty much the same, so we're just gonna go with these two. These are the same. The colors are a little off. Which one's better? I mean, this one's a better logo. These ones look cooler though. And I gotta put the regular Patriot one. It's top notch. So on here, I mean, we gotta put the Patriots one, and we'll put the Tom Brady one up here. That's gotta go up here. Better than the Dolphin. It is. And the Raiders. Dude, it could be up here. It could be right there. It's better than the Chiefs logo. Damn. Yeah, Patriots. You gotta put it there. It's crazy there's only one top tier. There's only gonna be a couple of them. Yeah, alright, we'll go with that. And I mean, I love this guy. I mean, I think this one's probably the coolest one, just a regular old plain Jane one. And he's better than any of these other guys. He might be... I'll put him above the Raven. Yeah, because that jersey's sick too. Yeah, he's better than the Raven. Okay, and now we're on to the Saints. I mean, the Saints it's two logos, more or less. I don't think we even have to really look at it. I think I like the black one better. So the black one is gonna go way up here. No. we're gonna put it here. It's better than the Ram. It's not quite as good as the Chargers Lightning Bolt. That's pretty good. I mean, and their regular one is still pretty good. Which one? This is the Drew Brees one? I mean, it's still B tier. It's probably right. I mean, I'll put it right after the other Charger one, actually. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and so now we're on to the Giants. Okay, let's see what we got going here with the G-Men. Okay, with the Giants, I mean, I think the 61 is the best. Just plain blue, baby. That just looks sick. I mean, and then the current one's pretty good too. And then the 76 one. I mean, and then this one, because just these ones are pretty bad. I mean, I like this one better. I would go 61, 2000, 76, 75, 50, the 56, and then this one just looks, I mean, it's just this one, but it's in really rough shape. So how does that look on our, I mean, dude, I try not to be biased, but I mean, that NY, it's as close to Yankees, like, it's sick. The NY is just clean, baby. It's just clean. And then the new one, it's the same logo, it's just got a different stripe. I think you gotta put it, I mean, we beat the Patriots twice, right? Yeah, I gotta put it there. We gotta have this up here. And I mean, that 76 banger, You won 2 bowls rocking that, bitch. I still gotta go A tier. It's a pretty boring logo. Alright, we can't get too crazy. We gotta put this on B. It's pretty like, I mean, it's just a word fucking spelt out, which is kind of corny, but it looks cool. The font is sick. Damn, where do you put this? Try not to be too biased, as much as I like the logo. Ha, maybe I can't put it B. I can't. God damn it. I can. I'll put it right here. It's not as good as the Drew Brees Saints, but it's better than this Colts. The Colts logo. Okay. And then these old school ones. I mean, this NY looks cool, even though it's not. I mean, we're gonna put this. I mean, nobody even knows this shit. I'm gonna put it above the bear. Right. And then this guy. We'll put this one here. Right. This one's pretty bad. This is better than this fucking ugly ass Viking though. And then this one's really bad. Is it as bad as the Bills ones? We're gonna put it. Yeah, we're gonna put it. It's pretty bad. We'll put it behind this Bengals one down here. It's bad, but it's not as bad as just spelling like this. Like just 2 teams combined is pretty bad. All right. That's not too bad, right? Like, I do have 2 in the top, but the NY is just clean. I mean, you can't argue with me there. You can, but you'd be wrong. Now, the Jets logos... The Jets logos... Like, I think this one... do I like this white one better? I feel like this one, these and this are the same, right? These are the same. These 3 pretty much. I like this one. Then I like this one. It's close. I mean, and then maybe this one. But these are kind of the same. I like the green one. Then this one. I mean, this one's really bad. And this one isn't all that bad. If it didn't have the guy, this would be pretty clean. The Titans of New York. I like this better than the Jet. So I would go green. This white one. Either of these, whichever ones they show. Probably this one. Then the Titans and then the Jets. So yeah, these are the same. I mean, this one's gonna go pretty high. The regular old Jets one. We go. I have the feeling it goes right here. Right? And the white one's pretty clean. I'm gonna put that right behind this dolphin. Right? And then we're just gonna go with one of these Jets ones. We'll just go with this one. I mean, it's better than this Packers one. And then the Titans one, I put the Titans one. The Titan one's alright. It's just it has that guy. So I'll just put them after the Giants one. And then this Jets one, I mean, this one's bad. This one, it's better than... That's barely better than the Bear. I mean, the Rams one has the St. Louis thing, and the Jets a jet. I mean, these are pretty close. I think that'll suffice for Jets. Now we're on to the fucking Eagles. And the Eagles got some crazy logos. So they did a helmet thing too? Yeah, I guess they did. I mean, Jesus Christ, these ones are... Those are fucking old school. 33 to 35. And then they try to add some green to it. This one's pretty clean, the 43 one. I think out of all their logos, I like this 48 to 68. That one's probably their best one. Their present one is pretty clean. As far as the bird logos go, it's right up there. The 87 to 95 is the one I remember. All that white was so goofy looking. And this one's pretty like... That's like some military type shit. It does look cool. That might be one of the cooler looking ones, actually. If they clean that one up, that ain't too bad. And then the helmet, of course, sucks. And then these all suck. See what they look like on our tier list. Right, so I would have to say... I don't like the Eagles at all. I would say that, as much as I like this one, I would say that their current one has got to be A tier. It's clean. It's the best bird one we got. It's the best bird one. And then I would go with this guy. I would put this one... I would put this one... I'd put this one right here, actually. Yeah, I'd put that one there. Then you got that Cunningham one. I mean, this one's not very good. I just don't like this one. It's probably better than... It's probably better than this Bronco one, though. Probably. And then what? I like this guy. This one's pretty cool. I would put this one above... Look, I'd put this one above... I'd put this one right after the Bronco one. This one I like. I think that one's pretty clean, actually. I think I would go with the helmet one. It looks retro. I guess I'd put I'd put this one. I'd put this one right. I'd put this one. I guess I'd put that one right there. As far as the helmet ones go, is this the highest ranked helmet one we got? Ugh, it is. Ugh. Yeah, it's legit. And then we're just gonna do one of each. This bird one's bad. I'll put it... I'll put it after our Viking, before our Lion. And then these ones are the same. But they're pretty bad too. But I would put it above... I'd put these back to back. Because this is just a continuation of this one anyway. We'll go with that. So then we're on to the Steelers. Okay. Oh, so that's what that black one was? That's the Steelers and the Eagles combined. Oh, I missed that. The Card Pit one, we already have that one. That's the Cardinals one. And since we already have that one, we're not going to worry about those. These two are interesting. 1933 to 39. This one is very European. Okay, so then they had this one, then during the war, they had to fuck around and be dual teams, and then they went back to this one. I like this guy. This 62 to 68 one. I feel like you go with the regular one. This one's iconic. This one's got to go top tiers. This one might go top tier, actually. Then I like this guy, and then we'll go with one of these, and then probably this European one if it's I don't know if that's a choice. Let's see. Yeah, so these two are the same. Yeah, that's got to go top tier. Our Ironworker's pretty cool. He's kind of like I'd put him above our Bengal. I'd put him above our Jaguar, actually. I just think he's cool. and make a cool logo. And then I kind of like this European thing better, but not a whole lot better. I'll put it above our bear. And then this one's corny. This one goes down here. We'll put it right next to our Packers one. This Packers one looks kind of cooler for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, so now we're on to San Fran. San Fran's got 3 logos here. The current one is the best one, right? And then this one is still pretty fucking good. And this one I never saw before, but that's pretty badass too, actually. They gotta go S tier, right? Their current logo is sick. I mean, they've been good. It's classic. They just they didn't do a whole lot to it, but it's clean. The bare bones one from the 80s. I'm gonna put that right at top of A tier. I mean, that's just a quality fucking logo. I mean, it's just clean. No, it's clean, it's simple, but effective. Seahawks logo. We're gonna go with their current one. Should we do the Legion of Boom one? We'll say the Legion of Boom is like their best one. Not quite as good as the Eagles logo. They're the second best bird logo, right? Yeah, they're the second best bird logo we got. So the retro Seahawks jersey, I like the jerseys when they do Color Rush and they bring these out. I didn't like them back in the day, but I like them better now. I'm gonna put that right here in front of us, right? Fair, right? Because I like it better than I like our Color Rush better, but I feel like the Seahawks one is probably. We'll try to be fair. We'll try to figure out what I'm trying to figure out what the masses might like. You know what I mean? Because I can't just put all Giants logos top tier. Although the best logo in the league so far is still sitting pretty. So we'll see how that goes as we go here. We're down to the nitty gritty. I do like the Oilers logos here. But let's go to Tampa Bay. Their current logo. Current logo is better than their current logo. I'm gonna put it right behind the Eagles logo. Right? Yeah, that's pretty good. The retro Buccaneer. I'm gonna put the retro Buccaneer right here, right after Breeze Saints. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm being pretty objective with this, right? There might be some things you disagree with, but I mean, probably not. Right, so now we're on the Houston / Tennessee. Okay, so Tennessee's got a number of jerseys. The 72-79 is pretty sweet, actually. I mean, that's just the helmet, but at least they took it beyond being just a drawing of a goddamn football helmet. At least it looks cool. These old school ones I never seen. So wait, they got the guy with the cowboy hat and cowboy hat. They got one with a cowboy hat, and then what? He changes it to a fucking hard hat. What? They went to they were in a city. I can't remember the history. So I know they were Houston. Were they Houston this whole time, even here? Was it like, yeah, because those are oil fields in the background, I think. Okay. So I mean, I think their best ones are these guys, the 80 to 96. Like, these are sweet. The current one's pretty sharp too. And then I think you gotta go. I think these are the same. We'll go with the colored one, and then we'll see. These two are just well, these will be right next to each other probably somewhere. Let's take a peek here. So yeah, we're gonna go with, I think I'm putting this guy up here. The regular Tennessee one? Yeah, I mean, that's really nice. I mean, even their new one is pretty sharp. I would put their new one... I'd put their new one here. Yeah, I'd put their new one there. That's pretty clean. I mean, new. It's been... They've had it for a minute. Then I'm going to go with this retro guy, which I think is pretty sweet. And I'd put this... I'd put this before our Eagle? Our 80s Eagle? Yeah, I just think it looks cool. These guys are... I mean, they're kind of cool, but they're just kind of bland. Whatever. We'll put them here. I still got the damn Commanders to put in here, and they got a shit ton of logos. Now, Washington's logos are funny, mainly because, you know, people have their opinions. I think the classic Redskins, do I bleep that out? The 72 to 81 is just classic. I do like the 70 to 71. This is what they should have went with. They should have just stayed with this. This is clean. This is like the Chiefs logo. They could have just left it like this. I like this arrow too. This one, the 52 to 59, I mean, Jesus, bro. That's pretty bad. I mean, this is like high school. These are pretty rough. The Commanders one, I mean, it's clean. I'm going to count these as the same. I like this one the better, so we're just going to go with this one. I feel like that's kind of crazy, but I feel like, let's see. Let's see if I can get, how much trouble I can get myself in by ranking the fucking Washington Commanders / Washington Redskins logos here. So their main one, which I would consider this, I'm sorry, man. I feel like it's nice. It's actually pretty nice. Regardless of the sentiment, some people might have a problem with it, but I feel like it goes up here. Crazy that it's top of C tier. That's kind of crazy. I really like this one. They should have kept this guy. And I would put this one... I would put this one above our Blue Ram. I'd put that one above our Blue Ram. And then the Arrow one? The Arrow one's pretty sick. I don't know why they never... This one is something that they've only put this on their helmet a couple times. And I would put it... I'd put it above the old Jacksonville logo. And all these other ones are just too problematic, man. I'm not putting them on my list. I'll just put the Commanders one, which is pretty boring. But it's still clean. Does it go B tier? No, I mean... you can't have it above the Arrow. I feel like you put it right... I feel like you put it right there. Right? I don't know, man. I think that's about right. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.